Hey, winners. All right, y'all, this is Dr. DDB, your elite MD. Winners win, and we are winning. Y'all already know. Y'all see who beside me? You know who it is. It's Big Bake.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this is my magazine.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, it's just Father's Day, y'all. Y'all seen that cover? Y'all seen that cover? Ooh, if you haven't, check it out. Podcast is swinging to y'all. I told y'all it was going to be yummy. Thank y'all for watching. This is just a small break in the podcast month because it is Father's Day. But before we get into that, Bake, tell the people what's happening.
Ain't nothing, man. I'm just chilling. My baby got me in front of this camera again. I'm just chilling, man.
Well, y'all, normally we cook together. When y'all see the kitchen, we cooking something. But we sick of food. You sick of food, babe?
Yeah.
We can't figure out what to eat.
We just deciding what to eat, man.
Yeah. And then, we do enjoy Atlanta out spots a lot. They have some good food in Atlanta and all these types of things. But listen, the special treat is we went to the farmer's market today and got greens, y'all. So check these greens out. This is what I love to do when I get my greens. So you'll see it flash on the screen, but we set up a bath of water, whatever your solution is you like to clean them in. And it was kale, mixed greens, like a spring mix, spinach and baby kale. And I put all that together and then I dry it off on the paper towels and I chop it up like smaller because those chunky pieces, sometimes you get tired of chomping down on it. So I chop it up. And then what I did was I put it in Ziploc bags with paper towel and tried to like air squeeze it in. If you have one of those, what do you call them things, baby, where you put it in, a vacuum seal, it might work. Yeah.
Keep it fresh longer.
Yeah, they might last a little longer. But just remember, these things are just super great. And we'll give you a tip on how to use all of them at the end. But remember, the bath solution, you dry them down, you chop them up, you bag them. All right? So we'll tell you guys about how great that is and nutritious it is to add to your daily regimen at the end. But since it's Father's Day, you guys, and we're talking about such great, amazing things this month, I was just going to ask my husband just a simple question, y'all. Like, what is Father's Day to you? Like, having the father you had, being a father yourself, mentoring fathers and helping them go through, like, does Father's Day bring up things for you, or is it just like another day?
It's kind of tough, considering I lost my father.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I think fathers should be celebrated a little bit more than what we're doing now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The traditional
it's
tie
like
and
swept
socks.
under the rug a little bit. Yeah, getting a tie. Most of the time on Father's Day, the man have to do the grilling. It's his day. He feeding everybody else. So I think, people should, do a little bit more for their fathers, man.
Do you think we making you grill, or does fathers really enjoy
we want to
grilling?
grill. We like to grill too, but that's just the tradition of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think you're right. And then you guys, I know we hit on it, but I lost my father when I was in my late 20s, so I definitely understand that absence of it. But when they were present, let's talk about your dad first, but when they were present, I heard your dad was like at all of the, he didn't miss no games.
He was everywhere. He was always there for us, man.
Yeah, like a
it
big
wasn't
ball
always
of life.
financially, but every time we looked up, playing sports, he was always in the stands, man. So, he gave us what he could give us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, and I think that's where we balance out too. That's something that I can appreciate about Chubb, man. My dad is that he gave what he could give us. It was a lot of love and playfulness and what he felt, was great to be provided to us the best way he could. And I think as we get older, we get this kind of solitude about our parents did the best they could with what they had.
Mm-hmm. Considering where they come from.
Exactly. Because I think in like your early 20s and stuff, you kind of like think about blaming your parents for certain situations that you wasn't set up, you wasn't maybe given certain things, so it didn't give you the leg up because of the childhood and maybe into your 30s,
Mm-hmm.
But then at some point in time when you get our age, I think you get into this understanding like, man, they like they did the best they could with what they had, and I'm so grateful. I wouldn't want it any other way to be on this earth away from Chubb being my bloodline, because all of the family and love that was provided to me, and I know you wouldn't have wanted any different too.
Nah, you know, kids want more money and all that type of stuff, but you know, every father ain't able to do that. You know, they just can be present and you know, support that way. And with Snoop Baker, I appreciate all of that.
Yeah,
I appreciate everything.
He gave you a bunch of family. It's a bunch of them Bakers.
Oh yeah, it's a bunch of them.
It's a bunch of y'all. We love y'all to life, though. But speaking of that, this is my last question for you, babe. Like, we was talking on the podcast, y'all, and you being a father yourself, I think we talked a little bit about how things are always kind of transitioned to the woman, like having the kids and maybe getting the assets to everything, if there's some type of fluctuation in how your relationship is doing.
Right.
So separation, divorce, these types of things, where do the kids go? And you said most of the time, you know, they do go to their mom.
You know, unless the woman on crack or something.
Yeah. But what do you think would life look like, if you look back on it, what do you think life would look like had it been different? Like, through the separations and situations you went, you know, with your kids and things like that, and they all were with you, and you had to be a single father. How do you think things would kind of look and be from that perspective? Have you ever thought about, like, what if I would have had my kids?
Yeah, they'll probably be, not that they're not disciplined now. They'll probably be more, you know, I'll be more strict, you know, I don't know.
You a huge teddy bear.
I really don't know, man.
But you ever thought about being like a single
like
father and like getting them through school and things like that?
Yeah, I wish I would have had that opportunity to do that, but the circumstances said no. So, and I had to deal with it the best way I could. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just something to think about, guys, right? We talk about the mom side, but it's always just nice to just ask the question and get the, you know, the conversation going about, you know, what if the dads were like single dads and there were more kids with them? How would things kind of be? Not just with us, but like different families, society, things like that. You just never know. It's a good question. You won't know the answer because it's just this aloof thought, but
you can only guess on how things would have panned out. But I think with the way the kids are today in a lot of, you know, single parent homes, most of the time with the mom, they miss a lot of discipline, I believe. I think fathers deliver a lot of discipline to the home, and with them not being in the home, you know, we see what we see today. Yeah. You know.
And you guys provide safety,
the women
protection.
Do their best. They do their best.
They do. Safety, protection. You guys provide stability, strength, encourage. There's a lot of things that you provide. Covering. Men leading a home is just really important. I think it provides a lot of balance that maybe we've shifted and we don't have a lot of.
Yeah, good men.
Yeah,
you know, if you're acting up, you got to go. But
this is no hate on the work of the women, you guys.
No,
definitely
women doing a phenomenal job. I was raised by my mama.
That's right.
I think I turned out all right.
That's right.
You know
and we spent a lot of time with our mom too. So y'all know we shouted them out last month. But this is just a huge shout out, man. There are some single fathers out there like doing their thing. Mm-hmm. But most of all, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for being a phenomenal father, an excellent husband, and you have 3 kids yourself, but there's this umbrella of kids that just love Bake, and he'll sit on the phone 2-3 hours, check on them, and make sure that other kids have and stuff like that. And it's really a joy to our heart to be who we are, to our family, our community. So if you have some kids around you and things like that, and you are a father figure, we do appreciate all that you do, the coaches, all those things, you know. Yeah. You guys are phenomenal, and we need you. And I just wanted to just take this moment just to say thank you.
Appreciate it, baby.
Yeah, no problem, big. Now let's talk about these greens real quick, you guys, and I'm going to let you go. This is a quick video. So y'all remember those greens I was telling you about when we sick of food and everything else? The good thing about these things when you get them all bagged up is you can use them for all types of different things. Of course, you think greens, you think salad. But you can take a handful of those greens, you can add it to a smoothie. You can even add it to your protein shake. Another thing you can do is get them together, just toss them in a frying pan with a little bit of olive oil and just lightly blanch them. I always call it a hot salad. My mama used to be like, what is a hot salad? I said, but let me show you real quick. So there's just different things that you can utilize them for, but this is the main thing I want you to know. Every time that you're eating a meal and you add these nutritious greens, you are feeding your blood life, you guys. Oxygen, great blood, rebuilding of your cells. These leafy greens are everything. So if you have not picked them up at your local grocery, we went to the farmer's market today, recently, get into it. Get into it. It don't always have to be turnip greens and mustard greens and things like that cooked all with this other stuff, you guys. Enjoy some fresh things because our cells need it. We haven't talked about prostates and checkups and things like that, but that is soon to come with our fathers. We need you guys healthy, man, and we need you seeing your doctors, but most of all, we need you doing the things outside of the doctor's office, and we'll talk about that real soon too, okay? All right, you guys.
I challenge all the fathers. I'm doing 10,000 steps a day.
Right.
Trying to get better health, so I challenge every father to try to get your 10,000 steps in every day and see what that takes.
I was gonna mention that. Good job, baby. Yes, y'all. So Bake is competitive a little bit, maybe on the underline, but I'm a little competitive, right? So Bake was like, I got these many steps. I got these many steps. And I started pulling out my watch, like, oh, I only got 7. I'm finna go get my other 3 and or whatever. So we've been kind of being a little competition and see who could get to 10,000. Yeah, my body moving and stuff. It's been a lot of fun. So these types of things are just really important. So get a partner and y'all link up and say how many steps you got in today, and it'll keep you moving. Not lazy
steps, kind of with your heart rate up a little bit, not just strolling through the.
Yeah, and we can't blame it on the weather and everything else. So go early in the morning, treadmill. You can go let everybody get in these walking pads now. You can go at sunset after your last meal. You know, don't make excuses. Just make sure you get out and move. And that was a great point. I was going to talk about it. Get you some water, some leafy green vegetables, some fruits, and some movement, okay?
That's it.
That's right. All right, you guys, this is Dr. DDB, your Elite MD. Winners win, and...
we are winning.
That's right, y'all. All right, y'all. We see y'all next time. If you like it. If you subscribe, I'm telling you won't be disappointed. And for sure, if you want other people to know some of this goodness, please share. All right. It's always a good time with you winners. All right, y'all. Bye.
Peace.